So tension is relating to the dynamic play of energies. So we know that all life is energy, and we come to see and experience or encounter life actually through its interactive forces and dynamics. So we have positive and negative forces, and it's in the point where those two meet and part that life continues to spring forth. And that's actually a tension point. So there's always this tension between past and future, positive and negative forces. And that tension is the vital life force, that everything is a continuum, everything keeps unfolding. So as an energy, it gives us a felt lived experience. That's what makes us say, yeah, I'm alive. In actual fact, that's how and why we say, yeah, I'm alive. Why? Is because we are actually experiencing that constant point of tension. So if we then look at what that is, it's this shift between everything taking on an expression, an adopted state, and expressing itself by way of patterns. And that's what we might call the familiar or static, something that has a degree of continuum that can be recognized, a pattern. And then we have that which is dynamic, which is constantly breaking and changing. It's not staying the same. And we see that those two forces are coalescing in life constantly. But actually, the primary force of life is dynamic. Reality is not fixed. It is not actually static. It does have patterns, but none of those patterns are constantly fixed or static. Now, what then is conflict? Conflict is when we have a psychological resistance to those dynamics. When psychologically we falsely identify with patterns as being real and we try to make them fixed. We try to apply them consistently beyond the moment that they express themselves spontaneously and dynamically. And so actually what happens is the psyche becomes a slave to those false perceptions, the idea that we can make something fixed. So conflict is the resistance to tension. Conflict is the resistance to change. Conflict is the resistance to our dynamic nature. There is something in the human psyche that has taken on this illusion, this idea, this belief that happiness is something that is static. It's a continuum. We should be able to feel good in some continuous fashion. It's the illusion that security is when we can make something permanent and known and comfortable. It's the illusion that I am something. I am what I think. I am a something that can be defined and measured and held accountable to that definition and measure. That is what generates conflict because it is counter the true nature of life. So that's what conflict is. Conflict is simply our resistance to the true nature of ourself, the true nature of existence. And that's why I continuously say that tension is inevitable, conflict is optional, because we are dynamic. And as such, we are constantly going to be feeling and experiencing varying degrees of tension. The irony is that it's when we accept this, we embrace this, we cease to fight against this or resist this, that we actually finally feel at peace. So it's not that we're free of tension, in order to feel peace. It's that we welcome tension. We accept it. We move with it. We dance with it. We allow ourselves to be that which we are, which is dynamic.